Alright, hello, and welcome to some more Control. Hi, hope everyone's doing good. I bunked my microphone immediately. That's a good start. God damn it. Let me launch up the game while we're waiting for those last bit of ads to end. But hi, hello, and welcome to more Control. It should be on the right thing. Hold on. That, do that. Cool, sweet. That should work. Yeah, there you go. There was something I was gonna say, and then like another thought came into my mind, and it just completely wiped out any other like possible consciousness I could have possibly had. Man. Well done. What the fuck was I gonna say? There's something else. I'm gonna just skip to the other thing that my brain thought about saying. But there was something else that I was going to mention, and I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna continue Control. And this time I am not recording at the same time as I'm streaming. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it might make the overlays and stuff run a little smoother. But there's also a chance that we'll, like last time, still disable them and stuff for more immersive immersioning. Because I don't know, I think that could be fun for this series specifically. But we'll see. At the very least, overall, hopefully the stream will be more stable and the game will be a little more stable. Compared to last time when we were streaming and recording at the same time. Because I was doing that just to test the quality on the uploads and stuff for the VOD channel, which, speaking of the VOD channel, things have been being uploaded on the VOD channel. I've actually started scheduling things out, so hopefully this means that the VODs will start going live there over time. It's not everything yet. We're currently doing a stream every off day I don't stream. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday there'll be a new VOD. So, yeah. But I tried recording this one to see if it would look better rather than me exporting it directly from Twitch. But I don't think it really made that much of a difference, not warranting it destroying my PC. And since I'm not sure if we'll get Control edited down, I think it's for now better to just stream it and worry about the everything else later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, hello, welcome. I saw it, Tara. You did in fact get the marathon cat little icon. That's awesome, actually. Did you get the D2 emblem for it as well, or just the badge for being there in the streams? I'm weak. Nah, it's fine. I get it. I don't know. I didn't know there was an emblem. I think there was. Yeah, but you get it for subscribing, I think, to the... I think it would be to the Bungie Twitch account. But I'm not sure about that. Oh, it's in the top. It's in the drops. Huh. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so last time we left off in Control, we weren't that far into it, mostly because we... How'd I put it? I have been taking the time to read all the documents out loud, do what I can to... well, read them out, essentially. Because I think it's fun. Again, well, I still haven't decided if that's something that we'll keep doing forever, but I'm having fun with it, so I hope you guys have fun with it. But with that, let's continue the game, see if the stream eats shit and dies, and we'll go from there. No, some textures are still blurry. But, yeah, no. My overlays and stuff immediately are perishing, and so does the chat. Alright, cool. That's fine. We'll just take these out here for these streams, then. Like, could I lower the game even further to get it to run and whatnot? Yeah, probably. But, I think I'm fine disabling those things for this, at least. This is one of those games that makes me very aware that if I could have an extra computer, like, I could actually set up to have it stream and then have this one only play the game, and it would work so much better. But that isn't happening anytime soon. Your sound got muted? Oh no. Okay. So, what did we learn last time? Where did we leave off? That's right, we went through, became the director, and then we went through communications in order to get to the hotline, which is the spooky little red telephone that we were able to use to get more messages from Director Trench and from the board itself. And now we have to go back, except I immediately ran myself into an encounter, so that's cool. Actually, the game's being choppier today than it was last time. I haven't changed any settings. Why the fuck is it doing that? Please hit. I'm doing terribly. To be fair, the game's being weird and I don't know why. Okay, let's mess with everyone's favorite part of this. Messing with display settings more. Yay! Is it because it went back to full screen for some reason? Probably. Normally, I do enjoy having the motion blur and film grain, but I think for this stream I'm going to disable them, just to make things a little easier. Texture filtering. Yeah, let's put that back to high. These, like, seemingly went back up on their own. Electric lighting on medium. Yeah, that'll be fine. Why did this... Yeah, why did... No, what? That jumped up way higher than it should have. What? I didn't set that. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. No wonder it was being so sluggish. The fucking ray tracing decided to turn itself up to, like, max for some reason when I didn't tell it to do that. Why did you do that? Video game? There, much better. Textures are still gonna be a bit spotty, but that's because the, like, texture loading is just strange. No matter what I do, it doesn't seem to get any real better. Okay. Anyway. We need to... Well, that opens this. I thought it was the map. Where is the map? Is it tab? Yeah, it was tab. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, we can go through this way in order to get to the hotline and go over to the... Back to director. Back to the director's offices and into executive. Because now there's this hallway, which leads into this part of the office, which wasn't there before. Is that a new document? Bureau funding. Federal Bureau of Control. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us, as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. His name is Zach. I just realized that. I don't know about you, but, like, the name Zach doesn't like give me big director of Federal Bureau of Control, you know? It gives me skateboard dude that, like, is at the hospital because he failed an ollie and now his shins are destroyed. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press this button. Because now we can grab the things in here. Because we have security clearance. Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. We got the letter earlier that we saw from them telling them how to write those letters in the first place. Is this the way back to Central Executive? No, it's back this way. Would it be? Because the elevator's downstairs. That's right. That's what it is. Yes. No, it all checks out. Can I already start doing... I can change my outfits. That's right. I forgot that I have some of these from previous playthroughs. Not all of them, though, which is interesting.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. Glad.
Emily, let's talk.
Of course.
That's cool and all. Document. Initial impressions. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1. Confidential. Completed by Emily Pope. By order of Director Jesse Faden. That's kind of fun that they actually clarify that it's by your order now. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed that theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She's able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file blank for full report. I think you were able to make that entire document in the short amount of time that I was... I mean, I guess it's not a big document, but... You know, it's still interesting that you wrote that down in time.
I can make out what Judge is saying.
So soon after.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Our janitor man friend. Complete unknown caller. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. Yep, sweet. Let's see if we can talk to
Hi,
her
Jesse.
some more. Origins of the Hiss. Nope. We got everything.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
I always find it really funny in games like this when they give you the option to talk to characters, but like if you already have all the info, you just go from like the introductory like, hey, how's it going? To the, okay, bye, gotta go now.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw a trench at Darling Artery.
Alright, abilities. There you go. Sweet. So, right off the bat, I already more or less know what I'm probably gonna look towards getting. Just because, I have in fact played this game before, and I have vague recollections of what abilities are good and what's worth upgrading, so immediately I'm gonna do the thing I want to do and upgrade the launch, because throwing rocks at people is always really funny. And we're actually going to upgrade that ×2 and then put our last remaining point into health. Yep. Astral constructs, that allows us to buy mods and stuff. And we actually have enough to buy the shotgun. So we're going to do that immediately, because the shotgun's also probably the best weapon, if I'm going to be real with you. Stuck to random weapon mod. But these are all common ones. I think they're all going to be common ones for now, no matter how much I, like, shape them around. So I'm not going to worry too much about buying those things quite yet. No? What did we get? Board countermeasures. We are at war/hostile takeover. The Hiss is the opposing force/foreign power. We will provide countermeasures, strategy. Accept, ingest them. Add control points. These countermeasures/missions will benefit you. We will give resources, rewards, for each completed countermeasure. Yeah, the little side quest thingies, which I...
Ooh, the Bureau's golden child.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I literally never did. At all. When I was playing this game. Normally. But this time, we'll try and actually do some of these, because I need to. Second sector using Shatter. You may enjoy, execute, smile this measure. Smile not guaranteed. Executive pyramid base must be protected. Correct. Yeah, sure. We'll take that. Kill enemies with the service weapon in pierce mode. Pierce, spear, puncture the invaders. Easy, go, peasy. Kill enemies with the service weapon in shatter mode. Shatter, hatchet, burst will push them back. How far? Use surge, coil, firecracker against your enemy. I'll get these 3 for now. Those will be fairly easy to do, especially since we'll still be here for a minute.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Oh. Well, I guess we're going straight into maintenance. I thought we had to do
Like I
other
said
things
before.
before getting there.
The janitor is a friendly face.
Agreed. Ati is really nice.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on.
Yep.
Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office.
Yeah,
Is Ati guiding me too?
perhaps. Also, this is what I think I love a lot about this game in particular and its combat. It's really dynamic in the sense that you can build craft from what's it called? From essentially what weapons you're using, right? But also in that you can have different weapon types, but what I find really cool about that is that the different weapons aren't like a different gun you get, essentially. It's all the service pistol. It just transforms to take a different shape and fire projectiles differently. Because if you've noticed, it's the same reason why you don't need to reload it. Because I don't know how clearly this will come on stream, but the service pistol is made up of like a bunch of little like black rocks, essentially, that are just kind of like floating around in the shape of the weapon past the hilt. And if I remember correctly, the lower on ammo you get, the fewer of those rocks there are, because you're quite literally just firing the black rock it's made out of itself. And so then when you run out, it's just missing a bunch of them. And it recharges in the sense that it literally needs to rebuild those things. So when you switch forms, it literally switches. And I've always thought that to just be such a cool little detail about this game. Like, that's such a creative way to handle that. And I could be wrong, but I think some mods do affect the visuals of that too. So like the ones that cause you to have more projectiles with the shotgun, with shatter, actually make it so that there's more like rock, I guess, when you like ADS. It's really interesting, really fun. So big scary hallway. Not going that way. So, this one's a really funny one to me. You know how this door needs level 2 clearance, and so normally I would need to find that in order to be able to level it up and get through the door. I don't know if it's on purpose or not. It has to have been at this point, I think. But you can... Glass is breakable, so you can just... Yay! I did it! I got level 2 clearance, guys! Book Club, Lopez. Unless you're Review by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless you manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix. I did air quotes, no one can see them. Don't know why I did that. Anyway, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the fix when she's so close to the cure, and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I gave this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. These are... So, the book club notes are their own whole thing. And right off the bat, these two reviews are completely different stories and genres, even though it's the same book. Also, I pointed it out, basically jokingly, but we find this review for this book next to the guy that gets killed by the floppy disk, and I didn't like explicitly call it out, but for the people at home, who maybe have this on their other tab, so my visual joke about looking back and forth may not have landed. That guy gets a battery cylinder to the face and dies because, you know, the floppy disked. And then we find this note next to that person, not directly on them, but nearby, which is of this book review. And the thing that they mentioned annoyed them was that their favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story, specifically by getting a battery cylinder launched into their face. Which implies that this book so far is not only adapting to different people's, like, view of everything, but also at the same time is predicting their deaths, most likely. So that means that this Captain Lopez might end up in this situation where they succumb to this illness and die out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger. Which I'm gonna assume is probably somewhere in the big spooky deep dark that is right up ahead. And this is why I like reading the notes. They have such good little world building. I fucking love this game.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Ventilation and janitor's office. Shit. Sweet. Let's cleanse this control point, and we'll look around for stuff. Check constructs. Do we have anything else we can buy? Well, we can upgrade the main gun. Cool. Nothing else to be able to get here. Yeah. Any other board countermeasures? Nope. Just the ones we got. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Door locked. That's fine. I didn't want to go that way anyway. Screw your stupid doors, I make my own path. By my own path, I mean run around in circles looking for things that aren't there. Okay. Single wrench. Shit, there's another guy. Sweet. And I got this completed. Oh, I have to go all the way back to Central Executive to collect that. God damn it. Something else I really gotta praise, and we'll see more of it in a bit, obviously, as we progress through the game. But I do like that despite the oldest house basically being made up of the same materials basically everywhere, each sector does look completely different from the other. Ah, more fungus. No, thank you. Like, the game keeps this, like, brutalist stone architecture to everything all the time. But it doesn't get repetitive. Each one of the different locations actually feels like a different location. Which I gotta give props for, because I feel like in a game like this, trying to keep everything as like, ooh, scary corporate concrete building, you'd run into a point where it just all blends together. But I don't think it really does in this game. If I get lost, it's more so because the building itself is an absolute maze. By design, obviously. Like, it's meant to be. photo of the janitor, of Ahti? Just cool. Yeah, hold on. I know I have to go to you, but give me a second. There is something down this way. A new mission, a merry chase. Okay. Investigate the strange light in the break room. Sure. We'll do this first. What the fuck? That scared me, actually. I knew something was gonna happen, but I... Horse? Horse. Horse?
Oh, this place makes me nauseous.
You have
An
a...
object of power.
Do you have like
How
a
do you think it got
disdain
down
to
here?
horses? Or is it because of the weird shifting walls? It's probably the horse. The walls do this all the time. This is
Sure
normal.
a horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
I feel like there's probably an actual explanation to that. You know? Like, I think there is something that explains why we tend to find like children's toys and pictures and kind of those things as like creepy when they're like in their own isolated context. And I feel like I vaguely remember hearing what it was, but I don't remember what it was. She was not a horse girl as a kid. Damn, so true. Hello, horse. Use control to evade. Use evade to complete the astral plane challenge. The horse/choo-choo allows you to evade, dash, use it, prove, escape yourself. Okay. Ah, I've messed that up, yeah. I messed it up again. Sweet. There you go. Gold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks. Okay. Use control to safely avoid their attacks. Okay. I dodged too much. Success. End of level. You have been approved. You're the horse. You are now bound / friends for life. Ah, great. I always wanted to be friends for life with a carousel horse.
Let's see the kiss keep up with me now.
I feel like I've said weirder sentences, but that still feels like a really weird sentence. Yeah. Would much rather the textures load than have them be all blotchy forever, so we're just gonna lower everything further down. Wait, where am I supposed to go to now? This way? Oh, and we're literally back exactly where we left. Ooh, energy recovery. And it's a level 2. It's not bad, but I'll keep the health boost for now, because that feels more useful to me. More materials. Yeah, I know I have to go return that. Case files. Ah, merry-go-round horse. Alright. Merry-go-round horse, object of power 16-KE. Containment procedure. Object should be kept in a confined space when unbound. Description/para utility. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when blank its path. The object is currently bound by blank. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local blank reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Blank by long blank. Agents invoked Formula C.5 to blank the object long enough to blank. Acquisition date 6/14/1998. The horse has committed murder. A terrifying prospect. DJ, yeah? The horse is here. The hose is here. I know you meant to say horse, but... Oh, yay! More of my favorite. Alright, let's go. I hate that you can just see me standing in the reflection. That's actually kind of terrifying.
Hey, man! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Cool. Informative. Thank you. No more television. Television is bad. I am hereby banning television. No one's allowed to watch television anymore. How'd the pistachios get up there? What? Good on you. Yeah, he did make that face, that's true. Oh, wait. That's one of those jokes that, like, the VOD viewers won't get. Oh, well, he had to be here, I guess. He did make the old face. That is true, though. Alright, Janitor Man. Nice poster of yourself.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seeds gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door
Clearance
in the back.
level 2. Sweet.
That's great. Thank you, Ati.
What jobs do we need to do? What a mess. Burn the trash.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Auntie? What the fuck does that mean? Huh. Is there like a document? There was something I could interact with there for a second. Oh, it's just the antenna of the radio. It just looks like one of those, it's time for a coffee breaks. It just looked like one of those, like markers for like, oh hey, here's a thing you can interact with for a second. Nice painting of a cabin. A dartboard. And posters of Finland and traveling to Finland for the holidays. You going to Finland for the holidays? That's your plan? Sounds sweet, honestly. What you plan on getting up there?
Music. That's the reason they can go as far as Krause.
Good talk. Ah, man. I just wanted to see if I could open the path back up this way, too. I didn't want to get into a firefight immediately. You really point blank me with a fucking grenade launcher? It was a rocket launcher, but, you know, my point still stands. Not what I meant to do. I meant to open this. I have clearance too. I can get into the space where I smashed that window. You're so right for that. Hold on. I'll go open the. I'll go find and open the door for that. Should be back this way. Right? Was it back this way? I think so. Yeah, right over here. Hold on. I'll go unlock the door. Nice. Got it. Whew. Thank you for telling me. Otherwise, how would I would have completely forgot about this. Job well done, I'd say. Oh, wait, yeah, because the janitor's office is right here. And then past it over to the right is just this normal hallway. What? Why would they build it? You know what, actually, this entire building doesn't make sense. Why am I complaining about, like,
Okay, so what happens
this
again if that
one
thing blows up?
building?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Thanks, Trench. That clarifies so much. Actually, I could probably hear more about it in the clarity.
Northmore was director before me.
Hold on.
I never...
Though, actually, is it ads currently? It might be. OBS isn't showing them to me. Oh, okay. It is ads right now. Let me take then in that case, actually. Oh, it just started. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna take a very short break then. back right in time. Alright, let's
Wanted
continue.
his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more. Until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Interesting. It is actually really interesting to see that, like, Director Trench essentially just didn't care for the job. Like, he didn't want it. He almost went into it expecting to be rejected by the service pistol. Oh, and yeah, we can just watch the full episode of Threshold Kids, but, you know, zoomed in and not on a monitor. For some fucking reason, if you wanted to do that. Terrifying prospect. Yippee, elevator. Actually, hold on. There's something down there? Nope, this is the down. What about now? Is there something under it now? Nope. Cool. Attention maintenance staff. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish. NSC power plant. I still adore the title cards. Like, for every location you get to. It's so neat.
It's dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Hold on. There's a document here. I'll talk to you in a second. Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Ati, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him, so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it. Huh. Hey, dude.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Weird.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Huh.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll
Sweet.
take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
I do
Try to stay
vaguely
alive.
remember Arish being like one of the characters I liked more.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Okay.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
You know what? Good response, Arish. I'll give you that one.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks.
Good on you. Hell yeah.
They say what they mean. I like that.
Power plant.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
My best guess is that there's some sort of object of power locked up in there, and that's what's causing it to just work. But it's just one of those things where, like, it's just not worth telling people what it is. Just telling them, hey, keep it cold, don't fucking open it. That's it. That's all that matters. You open it, it blows up. Everything goes to hell.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. I think it's director only. Salvador told me about the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Fair enough. Ati.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, so you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
Fair enough.
I should be going.
Right. You got a lockdown to lift.
Yep. Box. Ritual impulse. Oh, that's another thing, is the actual collectibles you get from different locations also just have really cool names. Like, conceptual material, and then this one specifically that you get up in executive is undefined reading, house memory, and then, like, hidden trend for the alerts. You get ritual impulse from maintenance and threshold remnant from maintenance as well. They're all like actual things specifically, like leftover, like paracausal energies essentially, and I think that's just a fun detail. You're not just collecting like random junk for the sake of collecting random junk. They're technically actual things that you would like need, I guess. And if I remember correctly, they all fit into the areas that they're from. So, I think last time I started replaying this game, this is where I left off. So, we'll see how it continues from here. From here on is when I frankly do not remember like anything. Construct, spin. Spin has a generous magazine and a high rate of fire based using controlled bursts. Alright, cool. It's like a Gatling gun, I guess. I can upgrade these so I can buy better mods. No more, like, material, but that's fine. We'll get more of it. Ah! I can just go to any point. I don't have to go to here specifically. Cool. Use Pierce, kill enemies in the maintenance sector with headshots. I don't have that one, so. Many his have heads, noggins. Take advantage of this. Sure will. Okay, let's upgrade a bit. Launch grenades and rockets back at enemies. Yes, that would be very helpful. Thank you. And now we'll upgrade our energy with the remaining point we have. Cool. Awesome. Coolant pumps that way and energy converters the other way. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go fix the coolant first, I suppose. Oh god, these guys. New kind of enemy. So let's read about him. His research on his entity, his charged agent. The his charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from his corruption. His charged display an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused his resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The his charged is depleted of the his corruption after this eruption. Is depleted of the his corruption after this eruption. Fucking bars, dude. The hostess left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The hiss charged are designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers. Refer to file blank for full report. Okay. Okie dokie.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Oh. Simple enough. There's a door over here. Where do you lead? Oh. Spin, rate of fire, weapon boost. Okay. Trying to get mods for that other weapon mod. Ow. Oh, the furnace. Okay. Well, since that's here, we can do the mission that we had for that. By the trash, do you mean these barrels labeled fucking
trash? Did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
That wasn't on purpose. I was just thinking that exact same thing. I didn't mean to, like, predict the game, essentially.
Seems like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, then I'll get it done.
No, those are all normal barrels. There's stuff down here, though. More threshold remnant. Ah, here's another one of these barrels. Oh, and then there's the other one. Sweet. Can I just, like, heat it that way? And then go back for them later? And what are you? Mail tube complaint. Hey, Bozer, get this. The accounting department still says that they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some such fuckery. And that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Signed, Rodriguez. Not the guy who was like staying in a bunch of random motels beforehand? Because if so, yeah, that's kind of rough. Having all of those like receipts just disappear because house moment. Because we found them, didn't we? I don't remember where, but was it in Dead Letters? It might have been. Nope, and here's another thing. What is here?
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself. Right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
That doesn't bode well. Nope, come on. Give me the right goddamn barrel. That one. Right there. There you go. Okay. I will say I do remember there being like a thing up this way that you're not supposed to quite be able to reach yet. But it gives you really good items, if I remember. Oh, right, it's this. It's the... It's the TVs. But I don't remember how you, like... get to it. Hold on. I can get this. Ah, come on. That was close. I don't think there's like another way to get there. Yeah, but I do sort of remember this because there's like a bunch of televisions that are like flaming, and there's like a thing you can do to like burn all of them, and you get something, but I can't remember what, for burning all the TVs. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna be able to get that one now. Yeah. I don't think I can do it right now, like, anyway. If I remember. There's like a bunch of other stuff I think I need to do before I can even do that. To be fair, I don't even know where me pushing that TV like I was trying to would lead it. Because there's no, like, spot for it to, like, come out. And I think there's another TV somewhere behind on those, vents over there, so, yeah. Well, we'll come back to it. But I do remember that being, like, a secret of some sort.
To fix this thing ASAP.
And I see coolant pumps.
Go to ship. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
Alright, well there's one of those power cube thingies. Here's more of them. So what exactly do I need to do here? Well, I suppose let's keep looking around and see. Furnace chamber. Oh yeah, back up that way. Mm-hmm. Power plant up that way. Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water system is back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Ati keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course he acts like we can understand him too. Because that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. Yep. Well, there's one of those pumps. Oh shit. Okay. It's the wrong button. I keep pressing, shit. Pressing, what is it, G, when I'm trying to press F? Yeah. So that was one of the pumps fixed, seemingly. Guess I just need to keep finding where the other pump things are so I can put more of the core things on them. Well, let's see. What's over this way then? Well, right off the bat, one of them's right here.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need
Uh-huh.
to deal with that shit. He's very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
This thing? Ow.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Ow. Have to be careful because otherwise I'm gonna die at this rate. Gross. Ew. That seems to have, for the most part, cleared it.
I don't like that sound.
Maybe? Hopefully. Okay. Any other secrets in here that I may have missed? I don't think so. I think I got everything. Yeah, okay. No, that seems like that item is the only thing in here. Cool. Sweet. Oh, and yeah, this first immediate one was the first one I needed. Don't know why I didn't realize that.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying.
Oh, fuck. Ow. Ah, god damn it. I forgot I was low on health that whole time. Damn it. Is that the first time we've died so far? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Back here near the furnace room. Okay. Back down we go, I suppose.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Well, I completely missed with it, but at least I can throw those back to them now. Ow. Okay. Well, we still got it, at the very least. Stuff all over up in this area, but it's covered in that weird mold. I can't seem to do anything of that. What the fuck are you? Ow. God damn it. I'm going to have to stop you right there. That's black mold. So true. That weird incessant hiss and repetition of words, it's black mold. Sorry to break it to you. Also, that was unfair. I picked up an item and it seemingly blew up on something I was, like, grabbing. Which is why my health got so low so quickly while I was fighting the minigun guy. Which sucks, actually. Yeah, and here he comes down the elevator again. There you go. Sweet. Hiss Trooper. Hiss Corrupted Trooper. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranaturally hazardous situation. They are heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, Hiss Troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the Hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of available cover, and also note that to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcomed source of ammunition. Okay, fair enough. So basically just use the grenades in return against them. It'll make your life easier. Oh shit. Sweet. I didn't mean to return that rocket to him. But I did it anyway.
What's your read on this?
Energy conversion's well below the acceptable.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
Fair. Nothing new. Cool.
I
Sweet.
should be going. Try to stay
Right.
alive.
You gotta lock down the lift.
Up. I gotta pretend that didn't happen. Okie dokie. What do we upgrade now? Launch basic enemies when their health is low. I'm gonna take that because that allows me to pick up the like explosive guys and just chuck them at other enemies, which is very useful. And we'll use our points to upgrade health next, because yeah. I like all of the upgrades, but launch is just too useful to not lean into. Okay. Witness chamber, control room, energy converters. So it'd be the other way then? No, energy converters are over to the right here. I guess back into central maintenance. Coolant pumps and furnace chamber, yeah, further to the right, so... Guessing. Yeah, it's over there. Alright, sweet. Got it. This one's the one we need to go into.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
More mold. Great. Love mold. Mold. Yummy. That was stupid.
It's right up. You need to fix it before the old twig bats inside the plant has a shit fit.
Alright, fair enough. they're all up there. Motherfucker got saved by the guardrail. Okay. So this just needs cores slapped into this central thing, right? Yeah, it seems like it. What's over here, though? A little hidden room. Hidden room full of secrets. Just a box with a ritual impulse. Okay. Does each level I open here clear up the gates? Yes, it does. It's cool. Sweet. Well, I was gonna use that battery for something else, but I'll just smack you with it. And now we can put that in there.
Let's go lift the lockdown.
No, I don't want you to, like, jump over that. Hold on. Can I? Right, and then if I just... Yes, if I just drop you there, and then use this. Can I jump over anyway? Yes, I can. Awesome. Sweet. Don't know if I was meant to do that, but I did it. And that's cool. Let's, while we're here, take a look back over here in case we missed anything. Doesn't seem like it so far. Nope, there it is. Okay. Home safe tests. Munitions testing on Object of Power 2022, aka Home Safe. The safe Object of Power can produce a barrier using objects or material from its immediate vicinity. See Object of Power 2022. Why do I keep wanting to say 2022? It's just weird. Case file for more details. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against the para-utilitarian bound to this object in order to gauge the barrier's durability. Blank and blank velocity ammunition were tested with blank results. Testing will continue after blank. The safe Object of Power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat response scenarios, allowing para-utilitarians to participate in altered engagements would be an advantage worth considering. Sweet. Investigate the training course. Where would that be? Up that way, so up the other way that I came from. We can try and go there in a bit, yeah? Because that might be worth it. Because I think right now we would need to open the lockdown first. But I think that gives us another one of our abilities, so we'll try and get that soon. We. Who is we? Why do I keep saying we? Coolant room. Let's just give me like a quick loop back that way? Maybe. I'm actually not sure where I am. Upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8. Usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Arish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepstone Stall's turn. Signed, Remus. Oh, it's the spot where I can... Yeah. Lift the lockdown. Okay. And now we cleanse this.
This is what we came here to do.
Internal lockdown.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
I feel like Trench, while he's trying to do a good job as director, and I think for the most part seemingly has done so, I think they may put a little too much pressure on himself when it comes to all this. And this leads us into this, so we can just come back up this way to the elevator and stuff. Easier. Cool. Sweet. It's all connected. anything else in this room? Maybe. It's also ads that are back. So let's... I do need to actually, annoyingly enough, step away again for another quick second, so I will be right back while ads are running. Right on time. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. Sorry. Had to adjust my microphone there for a sec. Ooh. Huh. God, the shots in this game are just really fucking cool too. Speak with Emily.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here.
Okay.
I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
Okay. So now that that's done, before we leave this area, we're gonna go do the this other quest for the control room and SC power plant. We're gonna go do this this side quest that mentions the safe. Sector elevators back that way. Janitor's office and ventilation's over this way. Black rock quarry, black rock processing. Right. That's its own entire other area I have to get to eventually, though. Oh, crap. Ah, damn it. Alright, fast traveling it is then. Actually, especially because I think instead I should just take the elevator that's back this way, no? Sector elevator, yeah. Nope, other door. Can we even go to the quarry right now? I don't think we can. That guy was like floating up, bound up in a chair. That's scary. Okay. Bathroom. And it has loot in it. Weapon armor damage and health recovery mods. Ooh, yes. Those are both good, actually. Another bathroom. No, it's a way larger bathroom, though. Oh, I faced through that door. Cool. Sweet. Why are the fucking toilets whispering? Oh. It's this. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Because I have to shoot these, right? In order to unlock the way. Okay. And it's until they break. Yes, and that unlocked my way back. And now the sector elevator here is open. Which I realize... No, because I was in that access corridor instead. Yeah. Sometimes these maps confuse me on the layout of things. Either way, I'm here at Central Maintenance, which is where we need to go to the left here for where the thing we're looking for is. Thresholds. Now, the oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a blank frequency, probably parallel, different from our no. Probably not parallel then. On a frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a blank. Other theorized thresholds are parallel universes or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered material affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequencies will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes blank in those who learn of it, so is actively denied. Huh. Interesting. What's over this way? Towards Black Rock Processing. Can I even go this way? Because that comes later, doesn't it? I think so. I don't think I can actually progress through here. Shit. How? I blew himself up. Sweet. My job is done then. Turbine room, yeah, need clearance 4 for that. Goes for everything here, I'm pretty sure. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did this is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Just not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell ya, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be downright hostile work environment sometimes. I can imagine. If like 90% of your entire organization relies on big secrets being kept from like 90% of people even working here, I can imagine that the workplace is not the friendliest. Yeah, no, I'm correct. I can't go this way yet. Power plant, so let's go to field training. Field training actor complaint. I'd like to file a formal complaint regarding the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR if this is necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski. Huh.
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Sure.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. 45 seconds remaining.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
Yeah, probably not if I had to
protecting
guess.
itself.
Okay, that's fine. I got it. It's a safe that keeps you safe. The copies have been given weapons/projectiles. Shield yourself to pass. Level up. Golden Mr. to just use attacks, yeah. Hold Q to shield. Yeah. I remember this. I jumped off the map. Okay. Let my energy recharge for a second and then we'll keep going. Sweet. Whoop. This ability was also always one of the really cool ones. I really like how you just pick up objects around you to block. And I think what's cooler is I think if you get shot at, the like bullets and stuff stay stuck in the field. It reminds me a lot of in what's it called? Like Titanfall 2, the like vortex shield thing you can use with certain titans also did the same thing, where like you essentially like block projectiles and you throw them back at people, and as you're blocking you can see all the like bullets and rockets and whatever it is you're blocking like get caught in this little vortex effect, and then you like actually throw those projectiles back. It's a really fucking cool detail. Sweet. Oh, crap.
Time to have a shield.
crap. I wasn't paying attention. Ah! That's fine. We're living. We're dodging. We're moving. I think the shield for me became really fun and useful when you get like this one upgrade that allows you to like throw the shield. So like you can use it a little offensively after you're done with it, which is a lot more beneficial at times than you just kind of dropping it when you no longer need it. Plastic tree procedures. Holiday Memories Tree. Altered item 14-AE. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. Description / altered effect. A Holiday Memories brand white plastic tree with green plastic stand. This item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of blank feet, always in a tone below blank hertz. This verbal mimicry has profoundly distressing effects on the individual it is copying. This item was taken from the blank, a Canadian research station established on Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season in 1979. Solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to re-establish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened. And the home safe, since we didn't read it either. Acquisition date, it was in 2014. Interesting. Home safe, object of power 22-KE. Containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description and para-utility. This object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surrounding. The object is currently bound by blank. Discovered in the basement of a home in blank, Ohio, the object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from the seam around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. That's really disturbing, actually. I mean, not like this was any better. This is when the game starts really opening up and you start learning more about all the wacky objects and stuff that are in this world, and it starts getting really fun and interesting, in my opinion. Okay, we did that, and technically we don't have anything else we need to do, though I am curious about all the... Oh wait, no, this is the way that's blocked, isn't it? Yeah, or I tried going through there and it was just not available. Yeah. I want to try and stop by the janitor's office and see if we can find anything else that might need doing. If maybe Audie's left us more. Audie, I should clarify. Not Audie. Different person entirely. I don't think they're a janitor.
Itching for some real action.
Okay. Let's see. Right, okay, that explains why the map confused me there. Any new jobs, man? Nope. Fair. He says there's a pathway here, but there isn't, so that's weird. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'll get back around to exploring a lot of the areas that are still blanked out here. So for now, let's just get back to where we were. To what we need to be doing, which is getting back to Emily.
For some real action.
I think I could just fast travel up there, couldn't I? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this is what I want, but in order to do that I need to upgrade the shield more. And I did say we'd try and get the health first. I guess I can put 1 point into upgrading the shield so we're closer to that goal. And then we'll save our next points for that. Meanwhile, first we'll take this and use it to get more health. Launch large enemies when their health is low. Launch large objects. Hold and launch up to 3 objects. Energy now recovers while holding launched objects. This is what we're going to want to eventually get to. Because not having to worry about, like, your energy not recovering while holding items is like one of the best things you can get eventually. Yep. And that's everything for now. Yep. Fast travel back to Central Executive. Yep. Okay.
I heard that this attack on power plant brings up a lot of new questions.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
Listen, Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my key card. The sector elevator will take you there.
Clearance level 3, let's go.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Oh. New mission, Old Boys Club.
Hi, Jesse.
Any new dialogue? Yes. Maintenance major targets. Okay. So I got quite a few, like, things to handle now. Wait, no, I've gone through these, right?
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. Look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? But we know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him.
No, these must be new
Where could he
options
be?
then.
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few, all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve.
He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
Okay, building shifts.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. At one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
My day be so fine, and then bam, tiger shark in my office.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before. Studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
Okay, and what about the control points?
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Well, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. You know, it's just, wow. I mean, this blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
Alright, fair enough.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Okay. Well, my camera did a weird there. Collectibles, we also got another... Yeah. No, that wasn't the hotline video. It was... this one, on the hiss. The hiss spread is searching for transmissions, speakers, to corrupt chaos. The astral plane is a conflux switchboard. The hiss will come for us all. You must stop. Shut 'em up. Fair enough. Alright. Did this give me any more? Yes, more power-ups. Sweet. It takes 2 for this. And then 3 for that one. Additional personal mod slot. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'll probably earn the 3 I need for this fairly quickly. So I'm going to use these 2 points that I have to upgrade to be able to pick up any enemy. Because being able to just, like, have the big guys be low on health and you just pluck them and chuck them at a smaller enemy is always really fun, very useful.
Here? But you don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring more observation from the containment sector.
Board countermeasures. Sir in search mode. Headshots. Let's abandon these because yeah, we can just get better mods now. Kill hiss elevated. Gravity / restrictions / balloons do not apply. King of pop them. Okay. Kill hiss charge. They Kamikaze / detonate. We understand that well. Alright. Yeah, I can take those. They just require me to kill certain enemies. Now, let's see. Mods, we can buy some. But we can also upgrade. Nope. Need an astral blip for that. Let's refresh this. See what we can get. Not too much better. Okay. I don't very much care for the spin, so if I can't buy it after upgrading the main one, I'll be fine, but I'm gonna prioritize upgrading that. Yeah. Astral constructs. And now we upgrade. So, got a lot of mods. Yes, more projectiles. That's very good for that. Grip, we got the headshot damage one. And we'll equip the extra damage against armor. Yeah, that'll work. Here, what do we got? I'm keeping the astral health boost because that's just nice. Launch, less energy. Energy recovery speed. I think we'll go with that because that sounds more useful. Cool. Find, martial, research, parapsychology. Yeah. Maintenance, major targets. Go to the NSC energy converters. Okay, let's do that because these ones give us good bonus things to get quickly.
Hope has asked us to document the case. We can.
Can I get there from the... Yeah, converters entrance. Let's do that. Eliminate key hiss targets. Yep. See what I mean? Being able to like pick up these guys after you kill them is very useful. Because then you can just toss them back at strong enemies. No. You jumped down. Thank you for that. Ah, damn it, I missed with the explosive guy though. Sweet. Very nice. That's weird. Got all of them? Think so. There's a thing up there I can reach. Okay. Let's try taking the elevator up. See if we can explore anything up on those higher floors. Because I'm curious, admittedly. And we'll check in with Ati again. Because maybe his quests are updated now? I don't think so. I think you literally have to wait until he like actually like messages you being like, hey, got more janitor jobs for you. Yeah, where does this lead? That needs clearance 5, which I do not have. I'm barely at 3. Cool, sweet. Good to know. And this also needs clearance 5. Okay, cool. So yes, definitely spots I'm not meant to like be at yet. Gonna need to start deleting some of these old mods. But that's fine, because at this point I'm mostly looking at level 3 and 2 items. So I'm not too worried about level 1 stuff anymore. Which I'll probably do the same thing for weapons here. Except for this, because another thing I do remember from previous playthroughs is that putting the ammo refund on the shotgun, especially when you get like more projectiles, is really good, because it's not a 8% chance per shot hit, it is a 8% chance per projectile hit. So essentially with the shotgun, since it fires like multiple projectiles in a single shot, as you know, you would imagine from a shotgun, from Shatter, if you have a high enough refund chance, you just guaranteeingly get your shot back every shot. Which means that then against targets where you just guaranteeingly hit every bullet, you can literally just spam without running out of ammo. And it's really, really useful. Specifically against big targets, because then you just absolutely blast them. And I think if I remember correctly, they got to a point where I think I didn't even I had a high enough ammo return, because it was like a 50-50 or something like that. And so I didn't need the bonus projectiles anymore. So I just got a mod that like massively increased my fire rate with it. And so against really big targets, I literally would just go up and point blank them and fire the weapon at like maximum speed. And it was awesome. Is that where I wanted to go, actually? I don't think so. I think I would have wanted to go into the ventilation area instead, but we'll see. Yeah. Well, because that'll lead me to the control room, which... No, fastest way to janitors is to go through this way, I think.
Director Faden.
Yes, that's me. Do I want this elevator instead? Oh, and another bunker here that I hadn't checked out before. More launch efficiency. Minus 14% cost. Yep, that's pretty good, but I don't have the slot for it, and I think I'd rather keep the energy regen for now. Power plant, coolant pumps. Okay, that's right. That would be a faster way to reach, like, the furnace, but right now I want to go this way so I can go to where his office is. Just in case. Because I really like his side quests. They're simple and just fun. The janitor's just a really great character too. But I think... Oh. There is anyone. We'll probably do this and then move on.
Back. What illa päätti? Paska mikä paska.
Okay. We're gonna do this side quest and then I think we'll be done for today. Because I likely have to go soonish here. Okay. It's down near the coolant pumps, so we can go down the elevator here and then just take the other elevator? That should work, right? Bonk. Yeah, this way. Yeah, look at my energy regen. That's awesome. Very nice. Very sweet. Okay, at least these guys aren't too strong. Sweet. And that's giving me progress towards that other challenge too. Somewhere up top. Yeah, hold on. I will figure it out. Nice. One more floating guy and I get my challenge done. Ow. Got him. Sweet. No, it's just you now. Where the hell do you keep going? What the fuck? Stop running. God, so annoying. With your running around, trying to not get hit. Just stand still, let me hit you. It'll happen eventually. You might as well just allow it, you know? Okay. So there's a place down here we're supposed to go to. It's in place it's that way, but nothing for me to go through that way. Because now we're heading into the pipe works, which isn't where we want. So it's probably up on that area over there, so back up I go, I guess. Oh yeah, this door that was locked before.
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You really let yourself go.
Water cooler procedures. Simulacrum. Altered item 53-KE. No unique procedure required. If this item's form is different than any previous reported, then make a note describing the new form. Description: altered effect. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: ring of keys, a lunchbox, a wrench, a microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, and spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transitions between shapes have never been observed. Reciting Formula 114 or I-32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. Huh. Background. The item was initially discovered within the bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the bureau's arrival to the oldest house, is unknown. So it's just an item that pretends to be other items. Interesting. Okay. Slots for some power cores. And nowhere to really go otherwise. So I guess I need to power them. But there isn't any cores for me to power them with. What? Not in this room, unless I need to go out and grab an item for that. No, but I can jump this way. Okay, sweet. Here's a core we can put there. And that gives us another core. So we can put that over there. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Take that out of that. Put it in this door. And then take this one. Ah, no, that locks us in here. But it doesn't, because we can jump over. So we can just toss that up here. Toss it there. Toss that in there. Sweet. Be drained! Go to the lower level and push back the clog. Okay, fair enough. This way? Yep, this leads down. Okie dokie.
Sincerely hope we never meet again.
What a mess to clear the clog. Sweet. Again, Ati's quests are just fun little side quests and I really enjoy them. Okay. Honestly, I think that's a good way to end this too, actually, because we are now heading into our third location, which is the parapsychology department. And we've basically cleared out, like, the maintenance sector and these other areas. So, thinking about it, honestly, this is a good place to stop. Obviously, there's still more to do in maintenance, because that's just how the game works. Like, there's always a bit more to do and work on, essentially. Like, you do come back to some of these areas. Because technically speaking, that entire top area is like its own other location. You just access it through maintenance. And I think the same goes for these other couple hallways that are missing, but we'll see when we get there, basically. So, yeah. That'll be all for today. What's it called? This Thursday there won't be a stream, because I'm gonna be busy, so I won't be able to stream this this Thursday or this weekend. But we'll come back Saturday and we'll just continue with the schedule as it is. So basically there won't be like a multiplayer stream, I guess is how I put them, quote it. The repetitive games. There won't be one this week. next week we'll come back on Tuesday, start off immediately with more Control, and then I think next Thursday we will be playing Overwatch, because I think the new season will be starting, which means that the new game mode for Stadium will be starting. So you bet that we'll be streaming that and having a good time with it. So yeah, that's what's coming on for next week. But as for this week, this will be all for this week. So that's it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for sticking on by. And I hope you're all having fun, because I'm having fun. Anything else for me to say? Nope, that's it. So yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!